Alright, Cold Steel just sent me a Cutlass Machete, and I think Arnold Palmer carries one of these in his bag down in Florida. Anyway, let's take a look at this little machete here, and it's not a little one. It's called the Cutlass Machete by Cold Steel, and they say it's got a full tang construction, 1055 carbon steel with a black baked on finish. Comes with a nylon secure or Core X sheath, polypropylene handle, and let's take a look at this thing. Alright, first off, it came with a really bad nylon retention strap, and it was way back here, so I replaced it with this leather one. That's much better. Let's take a closer look at the sheath first. Okay, it's not a bad sheath. It's kind of thin, but it's better than the really flimsy ones that Cold Steel sometimes sends. The belt loop is about it's about 2.5 inches, and I did replace the retention strap with a piece of leather. Makes it a lot better. And it's held together by rivets, and it's got a reinforced tip on it. All right, let's take a look at this blade. You can see it's the Cold Steel Cutlass Machete, and that's the only blade markings that I see. And this thing has a really good lanyard loop hole, and I'm going to test right now for full tang. Okay, this is a little magnet, and the way I test is try to hang that magnet on the handle, and it does stick okay. So yeah, I would say it's full tang, and it's also got a reinforced D-guard because this thing sticks on there too. So yeah, it's looks like it's full tang on both the blade and the D-guard. But a couple things about this blade that I do not like. Looking at it really closely, I can tell that it was done with a rough grinding wheel, probably a medium to coarse grind. You can tell by the distance between the cuts or the tool marks, and it's also got a really rough edge on it. This thing is grabbing on this glove, so it's pretty poorly done. And I'm not even going to do a sharpness test on this thing right now. I'm going to have to do quite a bit of work to get this thing really sharp. And you can see it was done quickly. There's where they started the grind, right here. Grounded to about there. Lifted it up, repositioned it, and did some more grinding. So for a $25 blade, I'm not surprised the grind on this is pretty poor. Okay, the overall length of this thing is, let's take a look. Well, the overall length of this thing is right at 29 inches. The blade length is 22 inches sharp and 24 inches to the handle. So that's a 29-inch blade, and it weighs right at 27 ounces. And it's quite tip heavy. The balance point is way out there, about 6.5 or 7 inches from the handle. So that's the balance point, way out there. And you can see it's got a clip point, and it's supposed to have a convex edge, but I'm going to change that a little bit. Other than that, that 1055 steel it's made of I should be able to sharpen that really good. So that's kind of a first look at the Cold Steel Cutlass Machete. And I will be doing a test with Arnold's help over there. For $25, it's fairly good, but it needs some work, quite a bit of work. That's the Cutlass Machete by Cold Steel. Knuckle bomb.